the game.
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check Mike 39. 2, fellas, let's go. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey, yellow. How's the blue lady?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
What a robot in it. Less about business. Maybe y'all kissing.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 11. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go. It got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A game there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10.
Rush in.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top. And got his man. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, 30, 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And this is inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will have a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
Oh, man.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You know we...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Watson now to throw.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having...
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 45 on second down. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check safety. Alert.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on.
Here's Watson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Well, he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away, and this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. Now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking down, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think that...
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, the spin. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson buying time to his left. He's letting. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
Defense cold, man.
No, it has not been good. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Oh, man.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score. Texans 69, Chiefs 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's another interception.
He ain't open, man.
Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and
It's
now
my
they're
group
set
chat
up
with Nick,
inside
though.
the red zone for their offense.
I'm playing boom and text at the same time. You got no bite. Oh, why you sneaking behind me?
Number 53, Mike 53.
Huh?
I don't even know why this team showed up. 54 down, he's coming. Down and up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Why you sneaking
Plays like
behind me?
this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the
Yeah,
team
man.
that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
I whooped that nigga ass, man. Well, you see this? Let's go.
18.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play.
Oh, fucked up.
It's complete to Fuller. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the I.
Check 53's Mike. I hope he's running.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Oh, man.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
I beat that again.